The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Baker. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his big tight end here. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's low. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Up the middle they go. It's low. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Off the play fake. Baker. He finds his man. Complete. That's low. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to him. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game, and sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off play action. Baker. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Baker. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to You didn't jinx him.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it. It's Hillman. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Baker throwing to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's low. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Low. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Baker, off play action, rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Baker. He finds his man complete. That's Robbins. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the... Second and 10. They'll try the left side. It's low. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done. And that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, Baker. That's to Bowers once again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a yard. Up the middle they go. It's low, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's low. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll run on first down. Low. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Drake. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Baker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll dump it down to Hillman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Herbert changing things up. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Hillman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Herbert off of play action. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They go to Hillman on the screen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lad McConkey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Raiders 12.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not result right there.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Back to throw here, Herbert. On the completion, this is Carey. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Dancing to his left. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Baker, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, Hillman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll try and run for the first with Hillman. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well. That pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hillman. And he stopped immediately there. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Yo, I'm about to. This probably gonna be my last series, man. I'm probably gonna have to concede this game. I'm about to get ready for work. All right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going right side here.
I pressed the wrong damn button, man.
Down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Bro, I pressed the wrong damn button.
Time for the Raiders. Off play action. Baker. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Baker. Throw left side complete. That's Robbins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
Good game, man. Seriously, I'm going to pause. I'm conceded.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24.
You said what? Yeah. All right.
Here's Dicker now.
That's fact, man. I need 120 yards on my receiver so you can get this X factor.
And he's going to go out of bounds.
Yo, you heard me?
Return. He won't even get this
what?
back to the 10-yard line.
All right.
This position, trying to get
120 and 2 touchdowns. He already got 1. 120. Nah, so I got 71 right now. So 50 more yards and I got it.
Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, I'm just running a straight street.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Huh?
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this.
Hold on, I'm about to turn the stream off right now.
To pull off an impressive comeback.